and welcome into Cullman in the Morning. I'm Debbie Wood. We have two guests today. We have John David Palmer and also Scott Hanna here, and we're going to be talking about the Lakeside Life. If you have not seen one of these magazines, you're going to want to pick one up soon. Great, great articles. And good morning to both of you. Glad to see you. And John David, of course, I know you through all the different media sources, and you've written some great articles for us. But Scott, I want to talk with you just a second. Tell us about yourself and your wife and where you're originally from.
Originally from South Georgia. My job brought us to Birmingham back in '97. I came to work with IMAX Corporation. The sound division for IMAX was located in Birmingham back in the late '80s and early '90s up into 2000. When we came up, a friend of mine I worked with has a place up here, invited us up to go skiing one weekend, and of course, you know what happens after that.
You fell in love, didn't you?
You go to Smith and you're just, you're just...
Sort of sucks you in.
It sucks you in, yeah. So,
it really does.
Started boating up here, eventually got a home, and we've been here for over 20 years now.
And you love it. You wouldn't want to go anywhere else, I'm sure.
Well, it's hard to justify going to the beach.
Sure, it is,
when you're
isn't
on
it?
Smith. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's a fabulous place.
It's not near as hot as what I always tell my kids. The lake is not near as hot as it is at the beach.
Right.
That's why we don't like to,
But
leave.
generally, we moved up in '97 after a tragedy in our family in South Georgia. My wife lost her little brother. So finding Smith at that time and coming up here for 2 years, we had a boat and camping gear and just camped up here.
Right.
So Smith to us, and especially my wife, is a healing place.
Sure.
It really helped her cope with her loss, and her love and our love for this lake just grew and grew and grew over the years.
Awesome.
She's got a background in marketing.
Okay.
And really early on had a vision of doing a magazine,
right,
like what we have now. And of course timing, and we moved away for several years, and upon coming back, a lot of changes at the lake when we got back around 2010, 2012, and just we felt motivated to do it.
Time
felt
to
like
do
it was something like we really needed to do.
So the magazine has been, you actually did the first one when? What year did you start?
It was October 2017.
2017, okay, so fairly new, not quite 2 years.
Right.
And did you start out sort of, I see, when you pick one of these up, you're going to see a lot of different contributors, a lot of photographers that do contribute a lot of their work. John David is in here. When you first started, did you do it mostly by yourself, you and your wife, Cindy?
Well, we had a vision to do this magazine, and it's pretty much from the concept as what you have now.
Okay.
A really high-end look on Smith Lake.
Right.
So we immediately gravitated toward professional photographers and writers from the very beginning.
Okay.
We have some connections in that industry a little bit, so we were able to pull and get some writers out of Birmingham that are published. They write for Southern Living.
Right.
So the first issue actually had professional writing in it.
Good.
We do a lot of the photography and some of the smaller pieces ourselves, but the main house pieces and some of the bigger articles are done professionally.
Professionally. Just a great write-up of folks. And John David, I know that you have a big part in this, and I know you're enjoying it. You love to write. What part do you play?
I mainly write articles for it. I do a handful each issue. I just came on with them. When do you think it was? Like,
it's been about 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah,
okay.
About 2 or 3 months.
Awesome.
But this next issue, I'm really heavily focusing on the fishing scene at Smith Lake.
Right.
I'll be having an article on the new MLF tournament, Major League Fishing, that was announced last week.
We're so excited about that.
Big deal, yeah.
It really is a big deal for everybody, the entire community.
And let's see, I'm doing one on like the county fishing teams, like kind of focuses in on Cullman High School.
Great, good.
We've got a YouTuber on there that's going to be
Fun.
We're going to have a feature on him. So
Good. Now we can expect those that you're working on now in the next issue. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that'll be coming out in March?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about the magazine itself. It is published quarterly, is that correct?
That's correct.
And where can we pick these up?
All the advertisers that have them, that have businesses that people would gravitate to get them, they have them.
Okay.
The grocery stores, pharmacies, all the local suspect places around the lake,
Right.
the little convenience stores, and where you find the other magazines and real estate publications. So it's a free magazine, so
yeah.
it's readily available.
Right.
The subscription base is growing. Really a lot quicker than we thought. So we're mailing a lot of them out to
Good.
people that want to, get a yearly subscription for it.
Right.
And you're talking about John earlier. I will say he's come on board to actually help with some social media and some of our marketing stuff. So
Okay.
he's actually going to be a real big part of our staff going forward. We're really excited about that with him as well.
Wonderful. I do have to say a couple of things in here that really caught my eye, and that was the art section, Smith Lake in watercolor. Now, I understand this fellow lives on the lake too, is that correct?
Yes, he's out of the Madison-Huntsville area. He's
Okay.
a local artist.
Love it.
And that's what
pretty.
we're really focusing on, a lot of the local artists around the lake.
Right.
Cindy is not here today because they're forming an alliance, an artist alliance.
Good.
And they're trying to get that going today.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, we really want to showcase the local talent in our
Absolutely.
magazine for sure.
And there's so much, isn't there? And there's so
Yes.
much on that lake to be seen. And so pick up one of these if you get an opportunity. There's one, I got to highlight this just a little bit. This is going to make you want to pick it up. The Little Cabin in the Woods. I've been there numerous times, showed this property, and like Scott was telling me before, it's totally unlike it was, say, 2 to 3 years ago. I mean, you guys went in and did the photography and set it up, and it's just beautiful.
Thank you.
So these are the kinds of things that you're going to catch in the magazine, and of course the magazine will be coming out in March. The next one, do you have any idea what you're going to be highlighting then?
We've
They'll be
got
coming out in
we've
June?
got a list. We've got tons of material,
Yeah.
so it kind of speaks to us as to what each issue
You
is.
meet and make the decision on
Yeah.
that.
summer
So.
issue is usually pretty big.
I bet.
And this is a true Smith Lake magazine. We want people to feel like it's their magazine. We have a
Right.
lot of interest in there about, we want people to send in their content as far as we have Smith Lake Pets in there, so
Right.
about the children. So we want to feel like they can pick it up and they never know when they're going to see themselves in it.
Sure.
So it's really nice.
Absolutely. And also, if someone wants to advertise, easy to do, I'm sure. How would they go about doing that?
Well, there's a section in the masthead that's got the marketing phone number. They can
Okay.
contact us
Okay.
to get an ad in there. We'd love to have the support of all the businesses around the lake. We do
Right.
go to great lengths to support all the advertisers that advertise with us, as well as we reach out to a lot of other small businesses around the lake on our
Right.
social media accounts and shout them out as well. So,
Okay.
we're really, I have 2 small businesses in town, so I get how it is to get some
To know,
exposure.
tell us about your businesses in town, and that way somebody can connect you from those to this. I think
Sure.
that's an
Yeah,
important thing.
I have 2 quarter-page ads in there for my business, of
Good.
course, but it's Master Pro Audio.
Okay.
We're in Good Hope and Lakeside Sports and Recreation.
Okay.
Master Pro Audio, I do commercial, home theater. I do marine. We don't do cars. We do marine. We do boat sound systems.
Right.
Lakeside Sports and Recreation has water skis, wake
Okay.
surfers, and all kinds of gear for skiing.
Fun.
Yeah.
And both of those are located in
They're next to Fastenal in Good Hope.
Good Hope. Okay. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an important thing. So if you think you recognize Scott this morning, you probably do if you've been into either one of those businesses. So that's a good thing. And we look forward to the magazine coming out in March, because the big fishing tournament that's coming to our community is a big deal. It's a big deal. So John David will be covering that, and good to see both of y'all. Thank you
you
for
so
being
much.
with us this morning. Scott Hanna and also John David Palmer with us this morning. We're talking about the Lakeside Life. Pick up this magazine. You're going to love it. We'll be back with more of Cullman in the Morning right after this.